Guys, it's Sarah, and today we are going to pick my winter TBR. So I've been doing these seasonally, and it's been a lot of fun, so I'm going to keep going with this. So we are going to revisit my fall TBR, see what I read and what I didn't, because I did not read all of them, but I did read some. And then we will pick 5 books that I'm going to put on my winter TBR, and they will be books that I'm going to try to focus on during the winter months. If I can get to them, great. If I don't, no big deal. But it's just fun. Okay, so of the 5 that I picked for my fall TBR, I did read 3 of them, and then 2 of them I did not get to. So they're just going to go back on my shelves because I do still really want to read them. I just wasn't able to get to them in this time frame. So the first one that I read was A Far Wilder Magic by Allison Saft. I talked about this in my November wrap-up. I absolutely loved it. It was a 5-star read for me for sure. So if you want more of my thoughts and more about this book, it's a young adult fantasy book, and I really loved it. I really, really did. So 5 stars on this one. But I will leave my November wrap-up link down below if you want more about the story and more about my thoughts. Another one that was on there was The Gown by Jennifer Robson. I did read this one in November as well, but I am going to hold off on my star rating on that because this is a 5-star prediction. So I will have my 5-star prediction follow-up featuring this book at the end of this month. So stay tuned for that, but I did read it. And the other one that I'm actually currently reading, so I haven't finished it, but I will finish it before the end of this month because it's another 5-star prediction, and that's The Chestnut Man by Soren Viestrup, and I'm almost halfway through, so I am going to finish it. It will be part of my 5-star prediction follow-up at the end of this month as well, but I'm counting it as read because I will have read it before then. And the 2 books I was not able to get to, one of them was Wildwood by Colin Malloy. I just didn't get to it. And then the other one was Killers of a Certain Age by Deanna Rayburn. So this one hurts a little bit because I wasn't able to get to it. I had some other things that were a little bit more high priority for me, but they'll both go back on my shelves. I am really still interested in reading both of these books. And yeah, I just wasn't able to do it. Okay, so for my winter TBR, the way I've been starting these is I kind of think about the season and pick something that I think I'm in the mood for that maybe could relate to that season. And then I will also use my TBR jar. So I kind of pick maybe 1 or 2 on my own and just say, okay, this feels like a really good fall book, or this feels like a really good winter book. And then the rest of them I pick out of my TBR jar, which is full of prompts, and I will pick books based off of that. So for the winter, I only have one that was really just kind of calling me. And that is A Winter's Promise. This is by Christelle Dabos. This is a book that has actually been translated from French, and it is a young adult fantasy book. So it's been on my shelves for a while. It's a quartet. I have the first 3 in hardcover that were sent to me by the publisher. I don't have book 4 yet. I'm holding off until I at least get started on it to see if it's maybe something I would want to pick up. But this one is just calling to me, and it's been sitting on my shelves since publication from the publisher. And it's been out for a while. Obviously, all 4 books are out now. So I need to get on this one. And this is the one that was really just kind of every time I look at it, I'm like, I need to read that. So I'm going to put it on my winter TBR. That's it. So for the rest of the books, we're going to pick 4. I'm going to do prompts out of my little TBR jar here. I'm going to mix them up a little bit. This one is smaller than my other big, huge one, but that one is full of NetGalley books right now. So I'm just I'm going to use this one instead. So it's a little harder to get in here, but yeah. Okay. So we'll do this one here. Let's see what this one says. Okay. Ooh, a vertical title. So that means when I look at the spine, you can read it vertically. You don't have to tilt your head and read it horizontally. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, so I'm gonna scour my shelves real quick and see if anything really sticks out for that. Okay, so for this one, I'm gonna pick The Girl in 6E. This is by A.R. Torrey, and as you can see, the title is vertical here. Now, this is the start of a trilogy, and this whole trilogy was sent to me by a subscriber a few years ago. I think we were still in Florida when I got this from her. So I definitely want to read it. And A.R. Torrey, who also writes under Alexandra Torrey, she lives locally to me from my hometown in Florida, so that's cool. She's from the same area that I'm from, and I have read a book by her before, and I loved it. So she's an author that's on my radar that I want to read more from. So this is an adult book that follows a cam girl, and she is a cam girl because she doesn't want to ever leave her apartment because she also has homicidal tendencies. She has urges, so she purposefully keeps herself locked away. Okay, let's do number 2. Okay, let's do this one. This one is, Josh's pick. All right, so Josh is my husband. I will have him pick a book for me when he gets home from work because he is at work right now. I do not know what he's going to pick, so I will just insert a picture here when I'm editing and let you know what he picked for me. I have no idea what it's going to be. And yeah, so that'll be fun tonight. As soon as he gets home, I'll have him pick a book and we'll see what it is. Okay, so that was that's number 3. So we're going to do 2 more. Okay, we'll do this one. This one is, an unread author. I hope you guys can see that. Unread author. So an author that I have not read from before. I know who. Hang on. I know. Okay, so for this one, I am picking All the Missing Girls by Megan Miranda. I have a lot of Megan Miranda books on my shelves, and I have not read her. Like, it's dumb how many of her books I have without having read this author yet. So she is always one that when I think about unread authors, or I think about authors that I have multiple books from that I haven't read yet, she is like almost always the number one that pops into my mind. So we're going to fix that. I'm going to read a Megan Miranda book and see what I think. So All the Missing Girls. This is a mystery thriller that is following missing girls from the same town, from what I'm understanding. And I have heard that this is told backwards, which is really interesting. So I'll be interested to see how this is done. Okay, last one. This is book number 5 on my TBR. So let's see what we get here. Okay, let's do this one. Okay. 1-word title. Okay, so a title with only 1 word. All right. So I'm going to keep this at 1 word, like an or the or whatever those count. So I'm literally going to pick something that is just 1 single word. Okay, I need to go find something. Okay, so for this one, I went back over to my gifted cart because that is definitely an area that I have been lacking as far as trying to make some of those books a priority. So I did pick The Girl from 6E off that cart as well, but then I picked this one too, and that is Gilded by Marissa Meyer. So this one I have been hearing a whole lot about lately. I've heard about it on different podcasts and just people talking about it. And then the second book, it's a duology. So the second book has just come out. And so people at the store are buying it. And like, I'm talking to customers about it too. And I'm like, man, I really need to read this book. This was actually sent to me from Amy last Christmas. So, yep. But we are putting it on my winter TBR. I'm very excited about it. And it is something that has been kind of popping up in my mind a whole lot lately. So, yeah. This is a young adult Rumpelstiltskin inspired story. And just, again, I'm hearing really great things about it. All right, guys. So this is my winter TBR plus whatever my husband picks when he gets home tonight. I have no idea yet, but it'll be right here. How do I feel about it? Do you know? Do I know? I have no idea. I don't know what he's going to pick. I really don't. So it'll be interesting to see what he does. So this is it. So I'm going to take the next couple of months here, probably 3 months, and see how many of these I can get to and read, and we'll see how it goes. Again, I don't pressure myself hugely to read all of them. I just kind of work them in and pick them up when I feel like it. And then if I don't get to them, then it's fine. They'll go back on my shelves. It's not a big deal. Yeah. And then we will do a follow-up and a spring round when the spring starts coming around. All right. Let me know your thoughts. What should I definitely 100% make sure I get to? And I will see you guys again soon. Hope you have a great day. Bye.